Rodan grimaces and growls at Kong and then quickly turns on Mothra, who is rubbing his back. That is the last time I'm going to tell you. Do not touch me. Rodan. But before Mothra can finish her sentence, Rodan leaps into the air like a rocket and flies away. Mothra looks forlornly at Kong, who shakes his head.
I'm so sorry. I have other people to think about now.
Mothra assumes he's speaking about the little female human child called Gia. That's exactly the reason why you need to help us. And with that, Mothra flies away as well. Months later. Mothra, Scylla, the squid spider kaiju, and Marley, the female Muto, are on an outing in the valleys and fields of the Hollow Earth. They talk about how they can craft items to make more fashionable accessories and possible weapons. Scylla, the squid crab spider, gives them pointers. It makes sense to use the harder substances. Yeah, but if you're flying, or for someone like me, it's gonna weigh me down. Harder does not have to mean heavier, Mothra. What substance do we have like that? My carapace is like that, says Marley the Muto. Ew, gross. No, seriously, Miss Mothra. Whenever I do shed it, it becomes harder than it was while it was a part of me. Fascinating. Yeah, my kind would use it to recycle and to make different... Shh! Marley, be quiet. Scylla, do you hear that? I feel it too. What is that? A stampede of crab creatures the size of Mothra's body come flocking past the group of female kaiju. One of them crawls quickly under Scylla's spindly legs and looks up. Goddamn, girl! Ugh. Scylla lifts one of her skinny legs and kicks the crab away. Disgusting. Guys, what are you doing? Quick! Eat them! Says Marley with utter excitement as she quickly scampers to grab as many as she can and force them into her mouth, cracking off pieces of their shells and exoskeletons to get at the sweet juices and flesh underneath. Mothra grimaces in disgust. Enjoy yourself, Marley. I ate recently, and whatever appetite I had left is gone now, says Scylla, staring in the direction the crabs are running. I wonder what spooks them. Mothra looks down to the rocky ground and sees some stragglers much smaller than the large crabs that just ran by them. Let's squish them, says Marley to Mothra, surprised. Mothra could not see herself just willy-nilly taking the lives of other beings. Marley, why don't we just kick them down the hill and see who can get them the farthest? This does not seem like a fair fight. My legs are longer than the both of yours. We'll see about that, Scylla. Mothra wakes her bum in the air, wiggles it like a happy dog's tail, and charges at one of the small crabs and kicks it with her front leg. Scylla and Marley crack up, and so does Mothra. After doing this for a little while, and the girls quiet down, Mothra looks behind her from whence the crabs came. What's the matter, Miss Mothra? I'm still wondering what spooked them. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. Mothra takes off in flight, right up to the top of the area where gravity changes and feels lighter than air. She tries very consciously to make sure her wings and her wingtips don't pass the inversion point. Hollow Earth is a strange place, and in the very open areas, landscapes exist on both the ground and on the ceiling. There's a very thin line where gravity shifts and starts pulling in the complete opposite direction. While she is flying, gravity is still pulling her towards the floor. As she looks up past the clouds, she can see the lakes and valleys and trees as her sky, a landscape that exists upside down from her perspective. As soon as she passes that invisible threshold, gravity will start pulling her towards the ceiling, towards those lakes and valleys in the sky. It's important that she take her time and glide underneath the inversion point so her wings are not ripped from her body. Going at a very fast speed and suddenly passing this inversion point can spell disaster. Her thoughts are momentarily cut off as she sees something running in the distance. Is that? She trails off as she flies closer. She stops advancing and hovers as she realizes that the thing that is running is being followed by smaller things. Humans, probably. Humans in some kind of device. They don't know she's alive. She would rather not have her presence known just yet. She closes her eyes and sends out a signal to the being.
Mothra?
Hello, Kong.
It's so good to hear from you. Where are you?
I'm in the Hollow Earth too. I'm looking right at you.
Topside?
No, flat side, like you.
Oh, come say hi. I can't stop though, I'm in a rush.
I can see that, but... Kong, what are you doing here? Why are you not at Skull Island?
Look, I met Godzilla.
Mothra's heart stops. She immediately stops flapping her wings and steadily descends to land on the ground while watching Kong make his way to the place where the mountains kiss. What happened? Kong is quiet for a beat before saying humbly.
He could have killed me. He would have killed me if it not been for the humans. He killed a lot of them right before my eyes. I was tied up. I'm so sorry, Mothra. You were right.
Oh my god, I'm so glad that you're okay. Where are you going?
I'm not sure, but if I can find more of my kind, maybe they can help, but something is calling me. I have a weird memory of having been here before. I can't explain it.
You don't have to. I know exactly what you mean. There's a substance that's concentrated here
Mothra.
that calls out Scylla. Marley and Scylla catch up to Mothra. Miss Mothra, are you okay? I gotta go, Kong. Be careful.
Who are you talking to?
Scylla, Marley, I know where to find Godzilla. Really? Where? How? I saw it, felt it from a friend. I gotta get back. I'll catch up with you guys later. Mothra flies off back towards the distance tunnels to head back to the surface. Mothra? Mothra stops short and hovers for a second before backing up over the sea and peering down. It was Barbara, the squid kaiju. She was alone this time. Hey, Barbara. I know where Godzilla is, says Barbara. I was just on my way. You know exactly where he is, says Barbara. I could use the help. All right, you got it, Mothra. Follow me. I'll hang near the surface. Barbara takes off like a torpedo and glows a bright blue with a red tapering line on the top of her body, visible to Mothra, and that looks like an arrow leading the way. I didn't know you could do that, says Mothra. No offense, Mothra, but you and I don't exactly hang out. Fair enough. Barbara stops and bobs in the water like a glowing submarine with tentacles. Mothra looks ahead at a volcanic landmass. Good luck. Thanks, Barbara. Mothra flies silently towards the shore. Her wings quiver as they feel the heat steaming from the island. Afraid she'll go up in flames, she gingerly lands and looks around. She hears squelching and munching. It sounds like Godzilla pigging out. She turns a corner of what looks like a pillar of obsidian, and there he is, the king, covered in blood. Godzilla? Godzilla finishes up his meal. Mothra has no idea what he'd been eating because lying before him like a puddle of soup is just flesh and bone, totally unidentifiable.
Oh, look who it is.
What?
Well, you've gone deaf since I've been away?
Mothra is totally stumped. Before she could have sworn Godzilla was in some sort of trance. Godzilla! She yells out as she walks closer. What's been going on with you? Everyone has been trying to get a hold of you, and you've been going around killing humans and destroying things? You got some of the Shadow Kaiju clans rising up and doing the same?
Mothra, I just ate. Can you kindly stop yelling?
Mothra's mandibles hang open as Godzilla licks his webbed fingers. Oh my god. How are you acting like nothing has happened? You just disappeared, especially at a time like this.
You're acting like I've never done this before. And why do you care so much?
You were killing humans, Godzilla! Why?
Because I felt like it?
Because you felt like it?
Yeah.
Godzilla continues wiping blood off his arms with his tail and cleaning himself. While focusing on his tail, and without looking up at Mothra, he asks,
What's the matter, Mothra? You've never just done something because you felt like it?
He pauses for a beat, and then his eyes flicker up to meet hers. She just stares, shell-shocked. You know, after you left me to deal with the angry mob all by myself, I kept thinking you had a very good reason, like something else really, really needed your attention, or you're protecting the territories. But she shakes her head and laughs ruefully, inching closer to him. You weren't doing any of that. You were just shish kebabbing the humans for no reason after everything. That's...
Is that all you have to say to me?
What do you mean if that's all I have to say to you? Have you lost your mind?
Please watch your tone. Remember who you're talking to.
Mothra inches backward, her wings at the ready to take off. Godzilla wouldn't hurt her. Right? After she saw him destroying mindlessly, she has her doubts. Look, I just want to know what's going on. Godzilla folds his arms and just stares at her. With that look, like he's grilling her, like he knows she's hiding something. It feels weird.
Okay. The reason I attack the humans is because they're traitors.
Mothra is silent for a beat as Godzilla gathers the rest of the flesh on the ground into a heap. Mothra cringes. What are you talking about?
Oh god, I got blood on my nose. 1 second. Oh, remember Ghidorah? He's back somehow, and they're hiding him.
Yeah, you're definitely crazy. You've definitely lost your mind. I don't know what happened to you, but...
You don't have to believe me, but I figured you knew me well enough to know that I have the sixth sense for other majors like me, other alphas.
Everyone said you incinerated him.
Yeah, except I went back to that place where I ripped his head off, and voila, his head is gone.
I thought you said you took care of it.
Okay, so the first time around, I made sure it was dead. It's cut off from the rest of the body. It's not regenerating anytime soon unless there are specific perfect storm situations.
So... Okay. So the humans you killed were hiding Ghidorah's head? If it's dead, why does it matter?
Really, bitch?
Godzilla, you're making excuses for killing...
They didn't hesitate to try and kill me. Call it payback.
There were baby humans there.
Yeah, and they had the sweetest aroma as they were roasting. I don't give a fuck.
Suddenly a rock comes to life from behind another rock, until Mothra realizes it's... Rodan? He was here the whole time? Mothra's heart skips a beat.
What's up, Mothra?
Oh, wow, so... You were here this whole time and didn't even...
I got here a little bit before you. Figured you guys had a lot of hashing out to do.
Godzilla stretches and turns back to face Rodan.
You ready to get out of here? Being ready.
Mothra jumps in Godzilla's way.
Woohoo! You better get out of my way.
You know, what you're doing is wrong.
Excuse me.
I get that you feel like you sense Ghidorah.
Don't do that, Mothra. Don't condescend me.
What?
You heard him.
Mothra's head shoots to the left in a dead stare at Rodan, who returns the favor. Why is she so nervous with him here? Godzilla, please. Godzilla bends down to meet her eye level and peers into her eyes with a predatory and intimidating glare.
Fuck out of my way. Por favor.
Mothra moves, Godzilla narrowly missing stepping on her foot again. He dives into the water and disappears. Mothra reaches out for Rodan. Rodan dodges her.
I gotta go.
Rodan, will you at least...
Sorry, I gotta go.
Mothra looks up at the volcanic mountains. She cleans the ash from off of her antenna and tries to keep her composure, knowing full well Godzilla will kill again.
Damn! Ooh. Oh my lord, he hit the shit out of him. Get him, Godzilla!
Mothra walks into a hollow earth pub called the Slimy Mustache. A huge crowd congregates near the back. Marley runs up to Mothra. Miss Mothra! Godzilla and Kong are battling!
What?
Mothra had been avoiding Godzilla for a while. Not only was he still killing humans, but Rodan, at least she believes, might have been helping him with some of the destruction. It made her depressed. She wanted to do something, and even if the humans were hiding Ghidorah or some kind of threat, Mothra just did not see how it justified killing the majority of them who were innocent. Mothra looks over at the crowd. Kaiju had their own form of technology, and what everyone was crowding around was the ass of a silkfly kaiju. A kaiju whose back end was 3 times the size of the rest of it. Silkflies came in pairs. One silkfly would be able to project whatever it actively saw to its twin, and the twin would be able to pull up the images of things that they both have seen from the past in stunning detail. The very intriguing thing about silkfly kaiju is that their thoughts are projected on their bodies. The first silkfly was on the surface capturing the action between Godzilla and Kong and feeding it to its twin in the hollow earth. The images become a stunning display for the rest of the kaiju pub attendees to see, like their very own theater. Yeah, the saturation place. I keep telling you, Marley, I don't know what that is. Hong Kong. Just say the regions by the regular names. You don't have to make new ones. Sorry. Wait. Kong? Fighting Godzilla? Oh my god. Mothra left through the back of the pub and straight towards the Hollow Earth entrance for the region, Marley in tow. Are we going there? Yes, hurry! Oh god, please hang in there, Kong. Sometime later, Mothra and Marley reach Hong Kong, and the scene before them is chaotic. Building debris and dust fly everywhere. Mothra and Marley watch as for several hours, it seems, Godzilla and Kong hunt each other and then beat each other senseless. Humans are still in the vicinity, and Mothra doesn't want them to know of her existence yet. Miss Mothra, shouldn't we do something? No, Marley. Just stay out of it. This is something that they have to do. But Godzilla has atomic breath. He'll... Marley, this is Kong's fight. We can't get in the middle of it. Whatever happens, happens. Marley somehow knows that nothing will happen to Godzilla, and Mothra's friend is more likely going to be skewered. Marley and Mothra hold their breath as Kong and Godzilla brawl. Godzilla displays a mighty show of dominance. At some point in the fight, Mothra understood that Godzilla no longer necessarily needed to kill Kong, just embarrass him. Godzilla's titanic ego might have been Kong's advantage. As Kong lays on the floor, inching away from Godzilla, a silk fly kaiju flies close to the area, and utilizing binocular vision, he zooms in on the action with Godzilla and Kong's face in his line of sight.
This is a perfect shot for the Hollow Earth homies. Oh, I'm sorry,
says Godzilla.
Are you in pain, hairy-ass bitch?
Godzilla stomps his foot down, trying to step on Kong. Kong kicks him.
You goddamn crazy! Get off me! Nah, I'm good. What's the matter? Can't do shit? You know what? I don't think you thought this whole plan through clearly. I could have killed you a while back, but I changed my mind. Why?
Kong says, feeling the weight of Godzilla crushing his chest, hearing the rattling of his bones giving way and unable to support holding up Godzilla's full weight.
Because there's something more satisfying than killing someone who deserves it. And that's torturing them, making them think they've won, and then showing them how wrong they fucking are. I'm not gonna waste any more time on you because I've got better shit to do. You're just in my way. And if you want a chance at survival, keep this false little high school boy ego shit to yourself.
Godzilla lifts his foot from off Kong's broken chest and walks off. As Godzilla heads back towards the familiar and distressing signal, he hears a faint voice calling out to him. He knows who it is, and he ignores it. What's wrong, Miss Mothra? He's not answering me. In a battle? Seems so. Mothra is really concerned. Usually if Godzilla has an opponent he has to face, he's aggressive and standoffish, but he actually seems overly triggered. Maybe it was the audacity the humans had of interfering. Maybe it's because when they blew up his home, they disturbed the grave of a very old friend. Mothra knew that Godzilla and that friend had been very close. She's met him at some point. Actually, a few times. With her constantly being reincarnated, she's forgotten him. But her memories and the archives of them are still there. Godzilla took care to make sure his friend's corpse remained undisturbed. Mothra was certain that at some point Godzilla appreciated what the humans did, but it seemed as though time as passed on, he resented them more for it. Godzilla stops and sniffs the air tentatively.
What the hell is that?
Godzilla says to himself, looking towards a mountainside.
I know you're in there. Either you come out, or I find you and make it worse.
The mountain comes to life and falls apart at once, revealing a large body, titan-sized, falling from out of it. Godzilla's eyes light up with excitement and preparedness. He's ready. He figured Ghidorah would come back at some point in time, ready to get revenge somehow, but Godzilla was always expecting it and was totally ready. However, all of that bravado fell to the wayside when Godzilla saw what came out of the mountain.
That's right. What in the shit fuck?
A large mechanical creature roars, a sound eerily similar to that of Godzilla's own voice, and says,
Miss me, asshole?
I don't know if I'm changing over. In the moonlight, I gotta kill this feeling sober.